Chances are you're starting to hear a lot more about cryptocurrency in the news. And even if you're not the investing type, you might be curious about exactly what it is and whether it's here to stay. I'm 7 News consumer anchor Diane Lee, and I spoke with experts about who should consider buying this volatile asset and who should steer clear of investing in cryptocurrency.
So this item here is called an infinite object. It's pre-NFT NFT.
Don't let the digital jargon scare you off. Steve Saunders not only likes to be on the cutting edge, but he's adept at bringing others on board. Shortly after this former Chicago pit trader moved to Oconee County in 2015, he started the Southern Cryptocurrency Club.
We always tell the club members, don't invest what you can't afford to lose. Some of these coins are down 90%, Diane, 95% this year.
Has that been difficult for some of the club members?
Oh, yes.
In fact, Saunders admits this past year his crypto investments were, in his words, annihilated.
Of the initial money that I put in, it went down 90%. And it was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. Because it went down, that's where the rules came from.
Before we explain his rules, let's get back to the basics. What is cryptocurrency? In short, it's digital money. But what makes this asset unique, as leading economist Dr. Gerald Dwyer explains, is that it cannot be copied.
With any kind of electronic money, the big issue is, how do I keep you from spending it twice? Suppose that you have a file worth $1, and I make another one, and then I make another one. And so you have to stop people from doing that.
For now, the main solution is mining for tokens. This computer is one of a vast network mining for just one of the 18,000 types of cryptocurrency. That mining process prevents counterfeiting through cryptography or the solving of complex math problems. All of that proof of work is documented and cannot be manipulated.
With cryptocurrency, actually, the big innovation is what's called the blockchain, which is the record of the transactions. That was the innovation in Bitcoin relative to prior electronic monies.
So what can you buy with crypto? If you own a well-established or blue-chip currency like Bitcoin and Ethereum, you can purchase pretty much anything you could with cash. Already in Greenville, there are ATM machines where you can sell and buy Bitcoin. Experts agree cryptocurrency will only get more mainstream. Still, financial planners like Mark Henry, CEO of Alloy Wealth Management, say no one should speculate with money they need to pay bills.
If people don't have debt, are they missing out on investing if they're not including some cryptocurrency?
No, I wouldn't say that because I think it has to be something, again, I use that word passionate, but for most people, the Wild West is not a safe place for them. And cryptocurrency currently is the Wild West. You're going to have a really strong constitution to withstand what I've seen so far in my short 10 years or 8 years doing this.
Which takes us back to Saunders and his club's newly developed rules.
Yeah, so you bought it at a penny, you'd sell the first level at 10 cents.
The rules have you sell a certain percentage when the value of a cryptocurrency you own reaches various benchmarks. Saunders says whatever you do, the most important action before you buy is to do the research and have a plan.
So you really believe that it's here to stay?
We can't get rid of it now. The technology is phenomenal. And we don't even know how it's going to change our lives, but it will.
Saunders and economists believe once cryptocurrency is regulated, which is being discussed in Washington, it will infiltrate many industries, from the real estate market to our 401ks. Even the U.S. government is looking into a digital currency. But one word of caution, if you do invest and make money, don't forget to set aside taxes for Uncle Sam. For more on cryptocurrency and to learn about the Southern Cryptocurrency Club and the specifics of its rules on when to buy and sell, look for this story on my page at WSPA.com/consumer.